Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, April the 20th. We are back. We are live. We're coming to you from inside today at the Hugh McGinn Gymnasium because winter has decided to revisit the Hazleton area again. And it's not too nice outside. So we'd rather be in the warm confines. And it's still kind of like we're home. It's right down the hill when you go out the gym doors here. Welcome to the local sports pod. Like I said, we are live. We're doing softball this evening, Hazleton area, Lady Cougar softball. Lots to talk about since we did our Meet the Cougars initial show in episode 1. So much to do quickly. I'm going to thank our sponsors. We'll get into them a little bit later. As always, R.L. Marchetti and Sons, our Coach Nat's team players, a segment that is kind of regular on this show, but we kind of mixed it up a little bit. Coach Nat has chosen to recognize the members of each member of the team as we go episode by episode. We already met 2. We met the Bella twins. We have 3 more girls today. And as we go into episodes 3, 4, and 5, we'll pack them in here and we'll get them in because everybody should see who's a part of this special team. Firo's Funeral Services with our crossover. We'll talk more about that on Thursday's baseball episode. Noki's Designs and the Warrior Baseball Academy. Quickly, I want to say 10 games into the season, it seems like we're playing about 3 months. We're only playing, about 6 weeks? I say this all the time. They're tired of hearing me say it, but it's been a fun ride. My first affiliations with this program, know most of the girls, know the coaches, OG Mr. Can, Coach Can, a long time Coach Nat. I've gotten to know here in the past almost 2 months. And it's definitely been a pleasure and so much more to look forward to. And we've just gotten started with the season. But again, it feels like we've just kind of grown into it. So joining me again, as always, our good friend, Coach Heather Nat, head coach of the Lady Cougar softball program. So glad to have you again.
Thank you.
Great to be here. Thank you for taking the time. The girls actually practiced inside today again. I mentioned because of the elements outside. Got to keep them warm, right?
That's right.
Got to keep them warm. We're going to get things started. I mentioned about Coach Nat's team players. Again, we met 2 on the initial episode. We have 3 more here today. We're going to go through each 3 of them. And again, as quickly as I mentioned, we'll get through more of the team as we go in the next 3 episodes. But we're going to start quickly here. To my left, you're right on the screen. She is a junior. She is the center fielder. You may know her from that other sport too, but we're done talking about that now. It's spring sports. Sophia Rogers joins us. Look at her. She's so photogenic.
Oh, thanks.
They're already planning what they were going to say. Coach Down, if you want to tell us about Sophia's journey through the program here. I know you did take some time off, but you just about come right back in time when it was her time to start coming up through the higher ranks, I guess,
Yeah,
so to speak.
Sophia has been starting since she was a freshman. I mean, she's been a major role in our offense and our defense. And she filled some really big shoes this year in center field. Now, again, she's been in the outfield, but playing a major role in center field this year, and she's doing spectacular. Ball goes up in the air. I can almost sit back and say she's going to get it. So that alone defensively is really nice to have her because it's like a no-fly zone out there. She's grabbing everything she can. And then on the other side of things on offense, she's ripping the ball. Again, just stepping in the box this year with a lot of confidence. And she's hitting in the number 2 spot right behind Sage. So, she's a force to be reckoned with. And I tell my coaching staff all the time, just on repeat, she is such a tough out. If she's drawing a walk or she's figuring out how to, get that base hit, she is a tough cookie to get out. From a pitcher standpoint.
We always talk about the defense of this team, especially. I mean, I saw her rip a couple of runs off already that are highlight films on social media this year that are just unbelievable. And the hitting, well, it's almost a guarantee, I want to say. So we're going to pass that over, if you don't mind, as well. Sophia Rogers, we've heard about you during basketball season, but just give us a little bit of what you think, where you're at, and what's going down.
Well, I'm always doing what's best for the team. Like when I get in the box, I'm not worried about hitting a home run. I'm just worried about taking it one play at a time and just any way on. If that's a walk, anything, base hit, ground out, that air, anything. And in the outfield, I'm just taking my best effort, trying to get to everything, keep everything in front, and limit them to as much bases as possible.
She's like a Roomba out there.
Yes, she is.
She's just telling me to shut up.
No.
I thought she did.
Yeah, she did.
She did. She does it to me all the time. It's okay. We know each other. She's Sophia. All right, Sophia, you're a junior. You got one more year in the program.
Yes.
Carry it out, no?
Yeah. That's crazy that we're going to see this next year.
I know, right? I keep saying about this one and knowing this one now about that one, and it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But Sophia Rogers, thank you so much. We'll move on to your starting first baseman. She's a senior. Sage Clash.
Hi.
Sage is one of our other seniors. She's been at first base ever since I've been here for the last 3 seasons. And she's a force to be reckoned with, too, at the top of the lineup. The 3 of them are really that are here today. But this year, especially, Sage is having an excellent season in the batter's box. She's roping the ball. So she's seen the ball very well. She's patient at the plate. And again, she's just doing what she needs to do to push runs across and continue to pass the bat. So this year she's in the leadoff spot and she's upholding that. And she's doing really well. And I'm really proud of her.
Yeah, well, real good from the top of that lineup, I'll say, just about every game. So give her little,
Thank
we like
you.
to recognize.
Thank you.
So senior season,
Yeah.
as
Sad.
Coach said, you're roping it. Give us your thoughts. We're only 10 games in, too.
Yeah.
It seems like we're about 6 months.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying the leadoff spot. I like to get things going for the team, like right off the bat. It gets everybody's energy up. First base, just gotta make the plays, get the outs from Kayla. Yeah. Love to get the team going though. As soon as I get on base, then Soso's on, then Kayla's on, everybody's on. We just have good team chemistry this year.
Oh, I recognize that
Yeah.
all the time. So it's good stuff. All right. Sage Klesch, senior first baseman. You're finally a good friend, I think. We're not really friends. But
All right.
I'm just kidding. She's mad because there's no frames for baseball or softball. But I'll have to get her one.
Yeah.
It's a thing. We could go on for hours. But Kayla Lagoe is here, senior. Derek Jeter, number 2, shortstop.
Unfortunately this year, yep.
Give us your rundown on her. We could go on for hours, can't we?
We could, but we're going to keep it short, just like everybody else. Kayla, again, another senior, outstanding shortstop for us. Again, the ball hit on the infield, I can guarantee she's going to make the play. And that's what's important as a team leader and on my side as a coach, that I can reassure myself that she's going to make that play and she knows what to do with the ball. She relays the ball back in from the outfield really well. She does a lot of good heads up plays and, she's a great hitter on that side too. So again, just all around, these 3 girls are just playing spectacular. They're playing confident. They're playing just comfortable. And I think that's what's helping them. They're, just really locked in this year. That, like Sage had said, the team chemistry seems like it really is in check this year, and they're playing for each other. And, hopefully this all carries into the postseason because we've got a lot of great athletes, a lot of great kids, and they're playing well.
Yep, and we're going to meet more of them as the weeks go on here and we get deeper into the shows. Frameless.
Thank you. Thank you.
So give me your thoughts, senior season. And we talked about this last winter sport, but this is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I think we're doing great this year. I mean, especially after like a tough loss, even after that, we're coming back the next day, working harder at practice every single day. We don't let them get to us. We just keep going for the next one. We had our tough week last week, but we had a good win at Pittston, extra innings, so we're doing good.
Yep. Any thoughts on what's coming up? Or
we have our
there's
we're
a
going
lot
to
of stuff coming.
Yeah, well, we're going to Penn State tomorrow. I mean, Sosa wanted me to say that 5
Yeah.
times.
Big
We're
surprise.
going to State
Big
tomorrow for a
surprise.
softball.
Yeah,
game.
You guys are lucky.
And we're going to the Creamery too.
Sosa kept telling me to say
Gotta
that.
visit the creamery when you
Yes.
go to
Yeah,
University
and
Park.
then we have good practice on Wednesday, and then we have Dallas on Thursday. So restarting the conference for a second time.
Yeah, I had a little bit of time off with this weather.
Yeah.
But you got to practice a little
But
bit
I mean,
today.
yeah, we had 5 games last week, so 4 since our Sunday game got
Right,
canceled. But
right.
so Good couple rest days.
We could go on for hours, like I said. So before we let the girls go, we want to tell you Coach Nat's team players are brought to you by Barbush Automotive and Auto Sales, located out on Route 940. Give us a call. We do it all. 570-454-7571 on the automotive side. Repair, emergency services, inspections are coming up again. We went from warm weather to cold weather. Anything can happen, whether you have a newer, middle of the road, or older car. These are the guys to give a call. Brian and staff always willing to take your business again at 299 Route 924, Harley Hazel Township. Barbush Automotive, located on the same premises, is BLB Auto Sales. Maybe the repair needs are just not in your cards, and it's just after income tax time. Could be in the running for a new car. Please give BLB Auto Sales a call, 570-861-8393. Again, same address, 299 Route 924, Harley Hazel, or 940 Harley Hazel Township. If you're not into checking the site, I know it's gotten a little colder. You can check out their entire stock of inventory online as well at www.barbushauto.com. Again, both locations, the automotive and the auto sales, are on one site. Since 1937, they've been doing it over there, so it goes a long way. Like I said, if you're in the running for repairs, inspections, whatever it needs, check out the automotive site for 570-454-7571. Or you're in the running for a newly to moderate used car, check out the auto sale size, whether it's online at barbushauto.com, or please give them a call at 570-861-8393. Coach Nat's team players, brought to you by Barbush Automotive and BLB Auto Sales. All right, girls, you're free to go.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Good job, girls.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
and good luck this upcoming week.
Pack tonight for our trip.
Oh, big trip tomorrow. Big trip. Sophia forgot her phone. That's great. All right. So Heather, here we are. 10 games in, right?
Mhm.
5-5 overall,
6-5.
or 6-5. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
6-2 in the league.
Yeah.
We'll run quickly through the schedule, just kind of
Okay.
game by game. and
Okay.
Just to give everybody an idea in case they haven't been following up. First two games, Whitehall and West Scranton. First two games of the year was still a little cold. You never know what's going to happen. Both were home games, but unfortunately, the girls came up on the bottom side of the scoreboard for both.
Yeah, well, you know what? We missed 2 scrimmages that we were supposed to get granted due to weather. And, that I think is important and crucial to kind of see lineup wise where everybody needs to be.
Feeling it out.
Yeah. So we really never had that opportunity to do that. So we just kind of hit the ground running. And honestly, I wish I had both of those games back. But I mean, realistically, West Scranton's in our district, so
Right.
we may get our wish, to get them back and give them a true game.
Absolutely. Then the girls came back home, and it seemed like the winds changed and rattled off 3 in a row. We'll start with the Berwick game, a 5-2 win, right?
Mhm.
First home game, the home opener.
No, we were at Berwick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were
All right,
at
my
Berwick.
bad.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
okay.
well, still the first win.
Yeah, it was
Right?
our first win.
Mhm.
Yeah, which was huge because honestly, after those first 2 losses, the wins were taken right out of our sails. But we really had to hone in on them and let's get back to our fundamentals. Let's figure out what's important here. The season is still young, and you know what? They turned it right around, and that win against Burke really sparked us.
Yeah.
They really are starting to see, what they're capable of. So again, it's just them being able to put everything on the line and ride that out.
And right in line with what you said, they come back home again, or come back home for the first time. South Williamsport,
Mhm.
a hit barrage, a 15-2 win. And then a couple days later, they come back against Dallas and 12-2 win.
Yeah.
The offense really
yeah.
opened up in both end games.
Yeah. You know what? I give it a lot of credit to my new assistant coach, Mia Nemeth. She really hits them hard and heavy with the offense and breaking their swings down and gives a lot of instructional feedback to them. So I think they really relate to her well. And she does, like I said, a fantastic job. So I give her that credit there, a pat on the back, which she'll love to hear that. But again, yeah, the bats were rolling. The bats are
Big
hot.
time.
Yeah, and that's just such a big momentum shift, when they're hot.
I mean, compared to those, the first 3 games and a Berwick team in that 5-2 road
Mhm.
victory. I mean, they rattled off 33 runs in like 4 games.
Yeah.
And we always talk about it on the post game. Bella's pitching. Bella Alameda, who was on our first show, she does a lot of the starting pitching for the
Mhm.
team. Those 3 games alone, a combined 6 runs. I mean,
Yeah,
it's insane.
listen, when she is on, which excuse me, most of the time she is, I mean, we're going to be tough to beat. If she's really painting corners and mixing speeds the way we know how that she can, we're going to be tough, because she gives them off balance and she forces a lot of ground balls to our defense, which will make the plays. So again, when she's on, we're going to be tough to beat.
And we always say it seems the longer she goes, the longer the game goes. So we get into the middle innings and the deeper innings.
Yeah,
she gets hot.
Yeah, she's a horse. Yeah, she puts us on our back and she carries us through.
Continue on from there, back on the road. There was a big shot there with Tunkhannock.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm happy with. Tunkhannock.
It was only a 4-0 game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy, Matt.
Yeah. So I told the girls that was a huge victory for us, keeping them 4-0. Because everything's in reach then. You never know. These are still high school kids on any given day. You just don't know how everything's going.
And then after that, I think it was almost a day later, Wyoming Valley West comes to us,
Mhm.
home game again, and another offensive hit barrage after the 4-0 shutout.
Yeah.
12-2.
Yeah.
12-2.
And like Kayla said, I think it was Kayla, we bounce back. We don't hold the grudges or, let that really, hold us back from the day before. We clear it out and move on.
Yep. And then you move on to up at Crestwood.
Mm-hmm.
Just a battle, extra innings. I was talking about Sophia. She had one of those big catches. I believe it was at the other day.
That was Tunkhannock. She robbed a home run against Tunkhannock.
That's it. Yeah, but just kind of a tough one. 8 innings, right? 8-7 victory by the Comets, unfortunately, or Lady Comets by unfortunately. But I mean, what can you do? And then where did we go after that? Wilkes-Barre coming a couple days later, and they come back again with a 10-5 win, right?
Yeah, 10-5.
Yep, 10-5.
No, Pittston was 10-5.
Pittston was 10-5. My notes are screwed up here.
We were
but
6-5, I believe.
Big win against Wilkes-Barre a couple days later, 6-5. And then we come to Pittston on the road just about a week ago, 9-inning game.
Mm-hmm.
That ended up being a 10-5 victory.
Yeah.
Late inning scoring there.
It was. You know what? We were on her, though. We were hitting the ball all over the place. They were just making the plays, or we did them right to them. We just couldn't catch a break, and then finally we caught one.
It was good. Davino always texts me, and it almost goes by inning. And then finally, Cumberland Valley was
just Saturday.
On Saturday.
That was our 4th game of the week. Quite honestly, I'd love to revisit them too on a day where we were truly fresh. But they're a very good team. I mean, very good, sound defense, tough hitters. But again, it was 4 games that week. Bella's 4th game.
Going on 5, which Saturdays got canceled, or Sunday. Yesterday's game got canceled due to the weather.
And we clawed in all 3 of those games.
There's actually a score floating around out there on Max Preps that we won 8-5.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten several texts today, but we can't count that one unfortunately because it was not played.
No, we didn't play it.
But it would have been a runoff of 3 in a row with the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and possibly yesterday. But the weather. The weather delays. So I mean,
but we had tough games all week. So we had
absolutely.
Extra innings for Crestwood. We went all 7 for Wilkes-Barre, and then clawed back against Pittston 9 innings, and then had a trap. We got home at 9 o'clock.
Cumberland Valley is
Pittston, and then the girls had to be back at the school for 7:45 a.m. to hit the ground running again. To go back to Cumberland Valley, and that's not an easy drive. It's about an hour and 45 minutes. So honestly, I think they were just running out of gas, but I mean, they didn't quit. They did not quit by any means. They gave it everything they had.
And obviously, again, we talked about the schedule in the beginning of the year, and this seems to be a lot with all our student athletic teams, getting ready with these teams such as Cumberland Valley, Forest City, who we were supposed to play yesterday. that was actually a cancellation from back at the end of March, and we
Yeah.
still can't get that
Yeah.
game in for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
But all these non-league opponents obviously getting things ready for what's to come once postseason time ends.
Yeah, that's right.
So 6-5, nothing to shake. Put the heads down, and every game it almost seems they're in it. And again, we talked about the girls, especially about the spirit with this team and the tightness of the team. It's good stuff always.
Yeah, I mean, we tell them too, like these close games, you're growing as a player. You know, you're learning intellectually, you know, like high pressure moments, what to do and not rely on your coach to tell you what to do. You know, so again, I think that's great for postseason, you know, them being able to be in these situations.
And it just seems, I mean, they can be down so bad because I'm there. I'm in the corner of the dugout every game. Well, every home game. It was able to make it to one away game, but they're never out of it, even if they're down. And we've seen them down 4-0, 5-0. You know,
Yeah, we were down 5-0 against Wilkes-Barre.
You know, so I mean, you know, there's a lot of good things to come. And again, it seems like we're halfway through the season and we're not there yet. So
Yeah, yeah.
All right, quickly, we have a volleyball practice coming in. I'm going to run through our sponsors. Again, I tell you, as always, and this is kind of a break for you, I apologize, but got to pay the bills. We would not be able to bring this content to you guys and bring the kids on and sit with Coach Nat like we do every so often. R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, our number one, always go to Randy, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Mike, I'm in, no questions asked. Serving the area for over 110 years. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, emergency service, or scheduled. Again, the weather is flip-flopping, boilers are stupid. Lots of things can happen. Any time of the day, give them a call, 570-455-7335. They will get to you within a considerable amount of time, or if you just feel like scheduling, it's not sounding too good to you, you can do that as well. Again, serving our area for over 110 years. R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating at 570-455-7335. Give Randy and staff a call. Emergency and or scheduled service. Again, serving our area for over 110 years. Some new ones with us for baseball and softball. Noki's Designs, better known as Freeland's King of Customization for over 20 years. Noki's has been the premier spot for personalizing anything you want, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, hats, signs, t-shirts. If you have your own idea for any of those, very well and open. We've gotten a few things done for our SportsWire crew. Danny is one of the easiest persons you'd want to work with. They can do almost anything. Their motto, make your vision a realization. Please give Noki's Designs a call at 570-233-3962. That's Noki's Designs, the kings of customization. Our crossover, which we will have a crossover guest on Thursday when we do baseball. Big thanks to Jeff Farrell, the director, Andy Piskel, the supervisor, Farrell's Funeral Services Incorporated, 26 West 2nd Street here in Hazleton. Since 1892, they've been serving our area, a long time. 570-454-1561. When the family is in that time of need, Farrell's Funeral Services Incorporated are the ones to call. Again, a big thanks to Jeff Farrell, Andy Piskel, another bunch when I ask always. Please give them a call, 26 West 2nd Street here in Hazleton, 570-454-1561. That's Farrell's Funeral Services. Finally, another newbie, the Warrior Baseball Academy, located at 541 State Route 93 in Sugarloaf. That is the old Cunningham Builders building. Thank you, Heather.
My boys are there right now.
Can't beat it. Heather could be the first to tell you about it. You can schedule online. You don't even have to call them. Please give them a call at warriorbaseballacademy.com. Helping you to take the lead on the competition. They offer hourly, daily, and monthly batting cage rentals. I believe the golf simulator is open now, too.
Oh, I'm not sure.
And some other gym activities. Please give them a call at 541 State Route 93, Sugarloaf, PA. Again, in the old Cunningham Builders building, right next to the light and right across from where Sheets is, in case you're wondering. Please give them a call, 577-233-3962. big thanks to the Warrior Baseball Academy. Quickly, I'll tell you, we have 4 more shows left. Sponsorships open. Please give us a call at 570-788-5942. We're always willing to take you in. We can work out a project for you. Again, give us a call or PM us on Facebook, the local sports pod. Volleyball's getting ready to come in. Quickly, we're going to talk about what's up the road. I know Kayla mentioned it. Next game at Dallas this Thursday, 4:30. Kind of a repeat opponent.
Yeah, it'll be a tough conference game. We put it on them last time, but they're definitely not somebody we should take lightly. These conference games are tough. They're all these games. You just never know on any given day who's going to come to play. So we got to still go at them.
And as long as the weather cooperates, we talked about non-league matchups. Unfortunately, for City, we'll get it in sooner or later, I think. But Saturday, from out of the Schuylkill League One, Blue Mountain.
Yeah, I think they're 10-1. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, and that will be home here, obviously not in the gymnasium, but just down the hill from us at Lady Cougar softball field. Noon start on that one.
Yes.
Always like those earlier games. That'll be on the YouTube as well. So lots to come. We're only going to talk about those 2. I don't like to push it out too far. I always Coach Brogan with basketball. I would start talking about 2 opponents ahead and he'd start yelling at me, shaking his head. But quickly, I want to take time as volleyball gets set to come in here and they don't want to kill us. And we thank them as well. R.L. Marchetti and Sons, Hazleton are part of our sponsorships. Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales, the sponsor of Coach Nat's Team Players. Firo's Funeral Home Services Incorporated. Hazleton, the sponsor of our crossover segment. We will have a guest with baseball on Thursday. Noki's Designs, always there for your printing and advertising paraphernalia needs. Also, Warrior Run Baseball Academy. Get the kids in there, even though it's in the spring season. Little League is starting. Softball is starting. That'll go all the way to fall. Get them in there. Keep them hot. Scheduled. They got the golf simulator going now. Some other gym activities. We'll fill you in more on Thursday. Especially, I want to thank Coach Nat, who is just always so willing and open to come on and bring the girls on and get everybody up to date. What's going on? There's a lot going on now. Everybody is, like I said, into basketball just ended, but softball started, baseball started. Anything that pertains to a spring sport is going on. The end of the school year is coming. It's all happening at once. So as I ask, please always, please follow us. Share, like, please comment. We're live on YouTube every time we do this. I'm used to saying every week with football. This is a little harder with the schedule. We've had an open week. That's why we're going to hit you up with Thursday. I'll get to that in a minute with some baseball. YouTube, it's just the Local Sports Pod. Facebook, at the Local Sports Pod. And our highlights from our shows, always available at Instagram.com, the Local Sports Pod. I want to thank the Hazleton Area School District. I want to thank Dr. Uplinger. I want to thank just everyone involved with the school, whether it's from maintenance to the athletic department. Fred Barletta allowing us in here to be able to do everything we can when we do these things, even if the weather is not so good outside. So again, I can't be as gracious enough to let alone thank Coach Nat, who's in the middle of the season, and her players, or anybody in general sports-wise. It brings the student athletes in. It's just a way to keep everybody in the loop and what's going on. It's not just about certain sports. So again, I can't thank everybody here enough at the district. Want to remind everybody, we just talked about it. The girls hit the road on Thursday for a 4:30 game at Dallas, and then they are back here this coming Saturday with a non-league game out of the Schuylkill League One, the Blue Mountain Lady Eagles. We will have that game for you on the district school, Hazleton Area School District YouTube. It is at HASDK12. Watch the Local Sports Pod and our good friend Paul Bowe, who is our play-by-play guy, the coach, Rich Zalonis. Please watch Paul Bowe's Facebook as well. He always puts out a link just before the game. Myself, I'll be there somewhere in the dugout on the field. And that's pretty much a wrap, Heather.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to head out of here so volleyball can get their practice in and they don't kill us. And as always, we'll give it an almighty let's go Cougars.